Good evening. Lent is here. It's Ash Wednesday. It's day one of Lent. And we've got 40 days to go. We've only just started. We've got 40 days plus the seven Sundays as well. It actually works out as 47 days between now and Easter. One of the things we're looking forward to, apart from Easter, of course, which is the culmination of Lent, we're looking forward to the liturgy of Palm Sunday of the Passion of the Lord, Passion Sunday, when the Passion of the Lord will be read out in church at Mass. And this year we're in year B, and the Passion we're going to be reading out is going to be that of St. Mark. Now, it's going to be chapters 14 and 15 of St. Mark's Gospel. A nice two little chapters. In fact, there's 15 is one of the longest chapters. They're two of the longest chapters in St. Mark's Gospel. And I think what one could do during Lent is go step by step through these two chapters and meditate on them, doing a little bit every day for the next 40 days. And that's what I'm proposing to do in these little interventions on YouTube. Now, chapter 14 says it was 2 days before the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And Jesus, of course, is the Paschal Lamb, and Jesus is the Blessed Sacrament. He is the unleavened bread. And the chief priests and scribes were looking for a way to arrest Jesus by some trick and have him put to death. Now, some trick, some subterfuge, not by a straightforward way, but in a sort of a deceitful way. And if you remember, there's a wonderful person or terrible person in the Old Testament who is condemned as there was no one for double dealing as bad as Ahab. So like King Ahab, they are double dealers. They're the very worst people, the chief priests and the scribes. For they said, because they're hypocrites, and listen to this for hypocrisy, it must not be during the festivities, or there will be a disturbance among the people. In other words, oh, we're peace-loving people. We don't want to disturb anything. We just want to put an innocent man to death. In other words, there's a terrible contradiction here, isn't there? We believe in peace, but we don't believe in justice. And peace and justice go together. The other thing is this, oh, we're all lawyers because they're scribes and Pharisees, chief priests, they're students of the law. And yet they say we must arrest him and have him put to death. Now, anybody who knows anything about law knows that when you have a trial, that is to determine whether somebody is guilty or not. You do not come to the conclusion of the trial before you've actually held the trial. What they're planning is judicial murder. They will go through the outward forms of an arrest, a trial, and then execution, of the trial rather, that go through the outward forms of the trial, but they've already made their mind up. The sentence has already been passed. In other words, this is just window dressing. They want to kill Jesus, they want to murder Jesus, and they're looking for a way of doing it so that they can get away with it. They want to cover up, if you want, their wicked plan to make it look as though it was justice, but in fact it's got nothing to do with justice at all. So what awful people these chief priests and scribes are, who are closing in around our blessed Lord. That's enough tonight. See you tomorrow, where we'll carry on step by step with St. Mark's Gospel, St. Mark's Passion. Good night.